Introduction to Relationship Building. Hi there, my name is Lewis, and I'm here to help you cultivate meaningful connections with people in your life. Let's start by defining what we mean by relationship building. It's about establishing and preserving links with others, whether they be personal or professional. This can mean improving our communication, trustworthiness, and finding solutions to disputes. But why is it so important? Having strong relationships with family, friends, and partners can bring us joy, offer us support, and make us feel a sense of belonging. In the workplace, cultivating strong ties with colleagues, customers, and associates can lead to accomplishments and progress. Throughout this course, we will explore various aspects of relationship building, including our communication skills, trust building, conflict resolution, and maintaining and strengthening relationships. We'll also delve into building and maintaining professional relationships. By the end of this course, you'll have a toolkit of skills to help you build and nurture strong, meaningful relationships in all areas of your life. I'm excited to get started, and hope you are too. Let's get started. Communication skills for relationship building. A crucial component of any healthy relationship is effective communication, whether it be personal or professional. In this lesson, we'll be exploring some important communication skills that will help you build and maintain strong connections with people in your life. First, let's talk about active listening. This involves fully paying attention to what the other person is saying and showing that you understand through verbal and nonverbal cues. This means not interrupting, making eye contact, and repeating back or paraphrasing what the other person has said to show that you've heard and understood. We also have nonverbal communication. This refers to the ways we communicate through our body language, facial expressions, and other nonverbal cues. It's important to be aware of your own nonverbal communication, as well as paying attention to the ones of others. Another useful communication skill for relationship building is asking open-ended questions. This type of questions encourages the other person to elaborate and share more information, rather than just answering with a simple yes or no. This can foster deeper communication and understanding. Finally, let's discuss about giving and receiving feedback. Feedback, both positive and constructive, is an important way to communicate and improve in any relationship. When giving feedback, it's important to be specific and focus on the behavior or action, rather than attacking the person. Receiving feedback can be challenging, but it's important to listen and try to understand the other person's perspective. By practicing these skills, you can improve your relationships by fostering understanding, trust, and connection with others. Building trust in relationships. An essential foundation for any healthy relationship is trust, whether it be personal or professional. First, let's define trust. Trust is the belief in the reliability, truth, ability, or strength of someone or something. In the context of relationships, trust refers to the belief that the other person has your best interests at heart and will act in a reliable and honest manner. But how do we build trust in relationships? Here are a few key strategies. Be reliable and dependable. This means following through on your commitments and being consistent in your words and actions. Be honest and transparent. Being open and authentic with the other person and not hiding or withholding information. Show empathy and understanding. Actively listening to the other person and trying to understand their perspective and feelings. Keep your promises. Being true to your word and following through on what you say you'll do. Apologize and make amends when necessary. This means taking responsibility for your actions and making an effort to repair any damage to the trust in the relationship. When trust issues arise in a relationship, it's important to identify the specific issues and work together to find a solution. This can involve discussing the issues openly and honestly. Don't be afraid to seek outside help, such as therapy or mediation, and taking steps to rebuild trust. Building trust in any relationship takes time and effort, but it is a very important component of any healthy relationship. Conflict resolution in relationships. A natural part of any relationship is conflict, but it's very important to learn how to manage and resolve these conflicts in a healthy way. Conflict is a disagreement or difference of opinion between two or more people. It's important to recognize that conflict is a normal part of any relationship and can be beneficial if it leads to growth and understanding. So, how do we effectively resolve conflicts in relationships? Here are a few key steps. Stay calm and composed. It's important to try to remain level-headed and not let emotions escalate the conflict. Identify the underlying issue. Try to get to the root of the conflict and understand what is really at the heart of the disagreement. Communicate openly and honestly. Share your perspective and listen to the other person's perspective without interrupting or getting defensive. Find common ground. Look for areas of agreement and try to find a solution that meets the needs of both parties. Seek outside help if necessary. If the conflict is too difficult to resolve on your own, consider seeking the help of a mediator or counselor. Managing difficult conversations and resolving conflicts in a healthy way can help to strengthen and improve your relationships. Also, here are a few tips. Remain respectful and non-confrontational. Use I statements to express your own perspective. But most importantly, seek to understand, not win. Maintaining and strengthening relationships. Building strong relationships takes time and effort, but it's important to continue to nurture and maintain those relationships to keep them healthy and strong. Ways to maintain and strengthen your relationship. Let's talk about the importance of regular communication and check-ins. It's important to stay in touch and make an effort to regularly connect with the people in your life. This can be through phone calls, texts, or visiting them. Showing appreciation and support is another way of maintaining and strengthening relationships. This can be as simple as saying thank you, offering a compliment, or offering a helping hand when needed. It's also important to find ways to keep the spark alive in long-term relationships. This can be something like trying new activities together, making an effort to be romantic, or simply showing appreciation for the other person. By making an effort to regularly communicate and show appreciation and support, you can help to maintain and strengthen your relationships. Building and maintaining professional relationships. Strong professional relationships can be crucial to your career success and advancement. First, let's talk about networking. Networking is the process of building and maintaining professional relationships for the purpose of career advancement or business development. There are many ways to network, including attending industry events, joining professional organizations, and connecting with coworkers and clients. Here are a few tips for maintaining professional relationships. Follow through on your commitments. This means being reliable and dependable, and following through on what you say you'll do. Keep in touch and stay connected. This can be through regular check-ins or through professional development opportunities. Offer support and assistance when needed. This can involve offering advice or a helping hand when the other person needs it. Show appreciation and gratitude. This can be through small gestures like thanking someone for their help or offering a compliment. We all face challenges in the workplace from time to time, whether it's a difficult boss, a coworker who rubs you the wrong way, or a project that's causing stress. Let's talk about how to deal with a difficult boss. It can be very challenging to work with someone who is demanding, critical, or unsupportive, but there are ways to get through these situations. Here are a few tips. Communicate openly and honestly. If you have concerns or issues, try to address them directly with your boss in a respectful and non-confrontational manner. Seek support. If the situation is really challenging, consider seeking support from a mentor or HR representative. Focus on your own work. Try to stay focused on your own responsibilities and do your best to excel in your role. Okay, now let's talk about how to handle difficult coworkers. It's not uncommon to have coworkers who are difficult to work with, but it's important to find ways to work together effectively. Here are a couple of strategies. Communicate openly and honestly. If you have issues with a coworker, try to address them directly and in a respectful manner. Set boundaries. Setting boundaries is the process of establishing limits and guidelines around what is and is not acceptable behavior in a relationship. In the context of difficult coworkers, setting boundaries can involve communicating your needs and expectations clearly and directly, and setting limits on how much time and energy you are willing to devote to dealing with the person. For example, you might set a boundary by saying something like, "I'm happy to work with you and collaborate on projects, but I will not tolerate disrespectful or unprofessional behavior." Setting boundaries can help to protect your own well-being and maintain healthy relationships in the workplace. Maintaining strong professional relationships takes effort, but it can pay off in terms of career advancement and success. Tip: apologize if necessary. If you played a role in the conflict, be willing to take responsibility for your actions and apologize if appropriate. Let it go. Once the conflict has been resolved, it's important to move on and not hold grudges or dwell on the issue. Conclusion and next steps. Throughout this course, we've explored various aspects of building a relationship, including communication skills, trust building, conflict resolution, and maintaining and strengthening relationships, both personal and professional. Let's take a moment to review some of the most important aspects from this course. Effective communication is crucial for any strong relationship. Trust is a key foundation of any healthy relationship. Conflict is a natural part of any relationship, but it's important to learn how to resolve these in a healthy way. Regular communication, appreciation, and support are important for maintaining and strengthening relationships. Networking and maintaining professional relationships can be beneficial for career success. I hope you found my course helpful and that you've gained some valuable skills for building and improving your relationships. If you'd like to continue learning and growing, which I highly suggest you do, here are some resources for further learning. Here are some recommended books on relationship building. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. The 5 Love Languages. How to Express Heartfelt Commitment to Your Mate by Gary Chapman. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. The Art of Communicating by Thich Nhat Hanh. Say What You Mean, A Mindful Approach to Nonviolent Communication by Oren J. Sofer. Here are some recommended articles on relationship building. 13 Key Strategies for Improving Your Communication Skills as a Leader by Forbes. Trust by Psychology Today. How to Have a Better Relationship by the New York Times. 10 Ways to Keep a Relationship Going Strong by Psychology Today. 10 Reasons Why Networking is Essential for Your Career by Forbes. Take some time to reflect on what you've learned today and how you'd like to apply these concepts to your own relationships. Consider creating an action plan for continuing to develop your relationship building skills. Finally, thank you for joining me on this journey to help you improve your relationships. I hope you found it valuable, and I wish you the best of luck as you continue to grow and strengthen your relationships.